Okay, so in this video, I would like to explore the GK-5 kit pickup. Now, I've seen these and it looks kind of complicated. I looked through the owner's manual of these things, and it comes with a volume knob and it comes with switches, and so it's a little bit more elaborate than the GK-5 you just kind of slap on your guitar with a little bit of double-sided tape. But it's beyond me for installing this thing. I mean, you probably need a professional installation. This is not a do-it-yourself project. So I'm thinking, okay, I want the pickup, but what should I do? What guitar should I put it on? So what I did is I ordered a guitar from Sweetwater, and I had the luthiers at Sweetwater install the GK-5 kit pickup. Now that comes in a 6-string version and a 7-string version, and there's even one for bass. So I've got the guitar about 5 days ago. I haven't opened it yet because I've had a lot going on. But now I'm getting ready to open up the guitar, and I ordered a Paul Reed Smith guitar, beautiful guitar, and I want to see how well Sweetwater installed this pickup to see how good the luthiers are. Now, they profess to be one of the best shops in the country. So I have the package and we're going to open it up right now. So I have ordered guitars from Sweetwater before, and I did my recent unboxing of my Ibanez up there, and then I have of course, my Ibanez Gem Steve Vai guitar over here, and I've had other things I purchased from them. I got my Godin guitar from Sweetwater, and I've never had any problems with them. They've always done a great job packaging the thing up. It's like a tank that they send you. This thing is wrapped in so much protection, and that's a good thing. But when I got this guitar, I seen this little rip on the side. Haven't opened it up yet, but there's a little rip here, and a little notice that says wait 24 hours so that your guitar can be acclimated to the weather before you unbox it. Well, I think if there's a rip here on the side, it's already acclimated. It's about as good as it's going to get, right? This is how it arrived. I don't blame Sweetwater for this. I would blame the delivery service, who I'm not going to mention. But let's see. Hopefully the guitar is in good shape. If not, I'll have to contact Sweetwater and see what's going on with it. But it's been 5 days. They ask you to wait 24 hours. So I've waited well beyond the 24-hour period, I would say. What I like is they put Sweetwater, they always send you candy when you order a guitar. That's kind of cool. And this is the kind of stuff they put in here. Now, it's hard to see because it's wrapped in this gray bag, but it's a gray bag filled with this foam, and that protects your guitar, and it's all the way through the box, and it's all the way down inside of here. There's a lot in here, but then you can finally get in where the guitar is. This one feels kind of heavy, and then you pull out the guitar, and so you have the original guitar box in addition to the Sweetwater box they sent in it. Now, they really wrapped this thing up pretty well to protect it, and that's probably why I've never had an issue with them. One thing I will say about Sweetwater, they know how to ship guitars. Okay, so let me get all this stuff out of the way, and we'll take the guitar out of this box. Okay, so here we are on the table here. I can tell that they've opened this up, and they've retaped it shut. So we'll just have to go through here and cut all the tape. Make sure everything's cut all the way around it. And this way. Okay, so now this lid top should come off fairly easy. There it is. And it looks like that they've included the GK-5 kit box. This is something I definitely would not install myself, because you have to route all the stuff, and look, it has all the manuals in it. So well, good, all the manuals and all the parts and all the pieces. Okay, this is a little bit of money for this pickup here, about $350. What's this? Oh, extra pieces maybe? Looks like an extra wire of some sort. Maybe something for a back, something they didn't use. But what's cool about this is that, you know, you have to route out sections of your guitar to install the knob. The knob installs on the guitar, and so do some switches. So you have to have a professional. I have to have a professional installer. This is something I would never attempt to do on my own. Thank God for Sweetwater, though. Well, let's say that now. Let's open this up and see what we got here. Paul Reed Smith. Here is, excuse me. Here, oh, it's got a little backpack type guitar. Take this knife and move it out of the way. Then move the box out of the way. Okay, so here we go. We're going to unzip this thing and see what it looks like. All right. Coming down this way. Get the strap part out of the way. That's about as far down as it goes, looks like. Opens, wow, it's pretty. I'll say that. It's got, oh, that's interesting. Save that. Oh, wow, look at that. Now that's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous guitar. There we go. Wow. Okay, so if we look on the back, here's a picture of what the guitar looks like on the back when I bought it. Now here's a picture of what it looks like after the GK is installed. So the GK is installed right here, and it custom made the plate, as you can see right here. And it's a beautiful guitar. Here's the neck. And boy, there's a lot of switches down here. So kind of anxious to see what all these things do. So let's plug it in and see what it can do. Okay, so I was getting ready to plug this thing in, and I came across this, which I knew that it was like this, but just to show you, we have two input jacks here on the guitar. And one is for the regular pickups in the Paul Reed Smith, and the other one is for the GK-5. Now, I don't know for sure, but I am guessing that this one right here is a GK-5, and this one right here is a Paul Reed Smith, simply because it matches the rest of the hardware. This looks a little bit more heavy duty. I think this is designed to go with the GK-5. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, then I'll let you know. So using this, how would you use something like this? I think the best bet would be to use a GK-5 cable right there, and then use a wireless system of some sort on the regular guitar pickups. That's how I think I would do this. So we're going to plug this in now and build a pickup profile for it. So let's go to the Tone Studio and see that. Okay, so I have the PRS plugged into the VG-800, and we are in the Tone Studio for the VG-800. And the first order of business is to configure the pickup. So we're going to go over here to System, click on System, and we're in Knob Settings. We need to go to GK Settings, click on that. And our first pickup we have configured is our white Ibanez. So we need to change a different profile. Here's our Fender. Oh, that's our GK3 pickup. And here is my black Ibanez, which is a GK2A pickup. And we're going to go down one more to a blank configuration here. And it's the GK set 4. Okay, so first order of business is to choose the proper pickup. So if I click on here, you can see here's our selections. Okay, here's our PZO pickups. Okay, so what we want is a GK-5 Kit 6, because that's the pickup we have. The GK-5 Kit 7 is for 7-string guitars, so we're going to click on that. And then we're going to come down to scale length. And the scale length you can get from the manufacturer's website, and according to the PRS website, this scale length is 635 millimeters. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn there's a Les Paul, standard Les Paul, and we're going to just go use the mouse. We're going to have to go back, I guess. We're going to go to 635 because that is the scale length. Okay, very good. So there's our scale length. Now the next thing we need to do is go to the next page. Everything else is going to remain as it is. So I'm going to go over here to settings here, And now we have to enter our distance. And the distance is measured from the GK pickup to the bridge. And that's measured in millimeters. And I've already done those measurements. Of the 6th string is actually 20. And then the 5th string is actually 18 millimeters. And then the 4th string is actually 17 millimeters. And if you ever readjust your intonation, you're going to have to do this all over again if you move your intonation around. So make sure your guitar is totally set up before you do this. Okay, and then the 3rd string is going to be 19. And then the 2nd string is going to be 18. 18. There we go. And the 1st string is going to be 16. Now I'm using the mouse wheel to adjust this, and you see how much easier it is? It's easier to adjust it here than it is to adjust it inside the VG-800. So if you have a computer and you have Tone Studio, set your guitar up inside of Tone Studio. It's much easier that way. Now we need to adjust the sensitivity. That's these right up here. So I'm going to play the 6th string here, and that's way high. So I need to bring it down. That's really high, so let's try 35. Cut it down to 35. Good. It's still a little bit high. You want it to like be in between these two. Maybe they'll go off every once in a while when you play it. That's about. Let's go down to about 25. Let's see what that does. Still kind of high. Well, it might be. Let's try 20. Well, still a little bit active, isn't it? Let's go all the way down to 10. 10 seems to be the winner. Let's go take this one over here. Sensitivity. This is our 5th string here. Oh yeah, it's going to go all the way down to 10 too. Take it all the way down. And that's too low, so let's bring that up to about 40. That's about right. Okay. So it starts at this end, low, goes up. Sometimes it depends on the guitar. It can start low on this end and be high on this end. So each guitar is a little bit different. But our profile is complete. So we're going to go back over here to where it says Settings. And we are on the 4th profile. We're going to write. And we're going to put the name as Shift PRS. And we're going to, there we go, which is mid boost. Okay, mid boost. And we're good to go. Now let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so before I plug this in and demonstrate it, I want to show you what some of the features are. And you can see if I turn it around the back, you can see this section right here is what they had to hollow out to install the pickup, and then they put a plate over here. This plate and this plate came with the guitar before the pickup was installed. Then on this side, you'll see over here, we have 2 jacks coming out. We have the silver jack is for the regular guitar pickups, and the black jack is for the GM800 or the VG800. So this is our guitar synth out. So we have 2 different outs, okay? Both 1/4-inch jacks. Then on the front of the guitar, we have a volume knob right here for the regular pickups. And this is the tone knob for the regular pickups. And this is part of the standard install of the guitar. Then we have 2 switches right here on the bottom. And these switches basically split the coil for the regular pickups right here. You have 1 switch for this pickup, and then 1 switch for this pickup right here. And then this is our pickup selector switch, obviously. Come up here, and then this pickup is on. In the middle, both pickups are on. Then in the back, just the bridge pickup is on. Now this is the volume. This is something they had to route out, but this is the volume for the guitar synth pickup, which is right here. And then this switch right here will allow you to switch patches or banks. You can go either way, goes up or down. And then this switch right here switches between the 2 jacks that are on the side. So if you're down here, the guitar jack is on. If you have it on here, then the guitar jack and the synth jack is on. Then up here, just the synth jack is on. So it kind of works just like a GK-3 pickup. So you'll find all the controls of a GK-3 pickup on this guitar. It's quite a lot of work to put something like this together, and just the install was $650. But it's a pretty cool pickup, and it works better than just a normal GK-5. I really like the way this thing sounds. So let's plug it in and see what it can do. Okay, so now I have my guitar plugged in. You can see that little light that's right there. That's on. Okay, so here we are. Nothing's going on right now. I have the synth is turned off. Actually it's on, but it's switched off on here. If I switch it over here, now the synth is on. So I'm going to turn the volume up, and our pickup switch is on this pickup. Add a little bit of tone here. Okay, I can split the coil with this switch. I can go back to the bridge pickup right here. Once again, I can split the coil with this switch. Okay, so that's about the extent in the middle. Okay, that's about the extent of that. So if I want to engage the synth, I can turn this all the way down and turn this into the middle and turn the synth all the way up. You see here's the synth. If I want to change the patch on the synth, I go this way, or I go back this way. Back to the one where you were on. There we go. I can blend the two together even. So I can blend these pickups with the GK-5 pickup. And blend both sounds. Get a pretty decent tone here. In my last video, I showed you how to hook up a stereo effects unit to the VG-800. In our example, we used the Big Sky reverb unit by Strymon. And since that video has come out, people have requested that I show them how to use that effects loop in the signal chain. Where can you put the effects loop in the signal chain, and how would you use the software to set that up? So I'm going to show that to you right now. Okay, so here we are inside of Tone Studio for the Boss VG-800. We're going to spend a few minutes and just get the effects loop working and demonstrate it. Now I have the Big Sky reverb unit by Strymon hooked up in stereo to the effects loop, and our patch right here is fretless guitar. If I play it, you can hear it right now. Okay, so the reverb that you hear right now is a reverb that comes with the Boss at VG-800. It's pretty decent. And if we click on this, you can see here's our reverb settings, and you can change your reverb type over here. It's okay, but the Boss, the Big Sky by Strymon, is a little bit more ambient and is great for certain types of effects. And what we'll do is we're going to go to a blank patch, and then I'll show you how the effects loop works there. But before we do, I want to show you that this is our effects loop block. You click on that, and this is how you engage the effects loop. And then you can take your effects loop and move it anywhere you want in any of the signal chain. Anywhere in a signal chain, you can place that. But let's go down to a blank patch. We'll just take a blank memory. I guess these things are called memory. And we'll do bank 21 and memory 2. Okay, so here we are in memory 2, and if I play something, you see this is just a blank, got a little bit of reverb. We're just going to go ahead and turn that reverb off. Just highlight that. There's our reverb. Come over here and turn it off. Now, to engage the Big Sky, all we have to do is go over to our effects loop block, and we can turn it on right here. Now also, this is our stereo link. If we were sending in mono, we turn this off if we had a mono effect, but since we have a stereo effect, we're going to turn it on. And we have a send level and we have a return level. So if you're getting distortion whenever you turn on your effects loop, this is where you're going to adjust that to get rid of any kind of distortion. It doesn't seem natural. And you have a phase right here. You can invert the phase. And an adjustment knob here, and there's 3 modes for the effects. Okay, but for the basic procedure, just turn this on, make sure it's in stereo. If you're plugged in stereo, then you can turn it on and off this way. So right now the big sky is on and the preset is Cloud 1. If I play, it sounds like this. A little bit more reverb there. So let's go ahead and turn some compression on too. And we're going to go ahead and make it a mild compression. And let's go turn the normal input off. Let's go to our instrument. If we have our PRS guitar plugged in, we'll leave it on electric guitar. And the kind of guitar we have is, we'll leave it on the classic Strat, I guess. Rear pickup, let's change that to the center pickup. And we're going to leave the tuning alone. We're going to leave this individual string volume alone. We're not going to add any EQ. Okay, we'll just keep it like that. So let's see what this sounds like. Okay, so that patch is called Cloud 1, and I can change the patch on the big sky, and let's change this to a real ambient patch. Here's a rainmaker. Now we can move this anywhere to signal path we want. Let's say we want it up in this way. We just kind of grab it where these little white dots are. We're just going to drag it. You see the red line that follows along? Let's put it after the noise gate and let it go, and there it is. It's going to sound a little bit different with the noise gate, because once it falls below a certain level, the noise gate is going to cut it out. That's all fine and well, but let's find a way to turn this on and off again. So we're going to go to our control assign, click on that. You can see right now this is control 1 is set for the division channel select. So if we select control 1, you're going to notice that our white line is going to move down here. So let me select it real quick. So there it is on the next signal path. Want to go back to the clean, we do that way. Well, maybe you want the blue sky on both these lines, so I'm just going to take this and bring it back here like so. So no matter what we're on, the blue sky is going to be there. So here's this. Press control 1. Okay. Now, we can use our control function to turn on and off our effects loop. And I'm just going to go over here to control assign, click on that. Here's our divide select, just click on that. And what we're looking for is this, S/R1. Just select that, and now that will turn the effects loop on and off. So here's our effects loop, play this chord. Let's turn it off. Press the control function again. And that's how the effects loop works on the Boss VG-800. So that's going to be it for this video. Remember to like and subscribe. I have maybe one more VG-800 video coming up. We're going to do a comparison with the VG-800 and the SY-1000. And then if there's anything else you want to see, just leave a comment and let me know what kind of information you're looking for. And I'll see if I can make a video that will cover the information you're seeking. But until that time, I want to thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. That really helps me. And thank you for your support. And I'll see you in the next video.